The guy has a documented history of success with wide receivers, so give that episode a look. Or, of course, you could just get Basement Brood Fantasy Football's draft guide and read Chris Olave's note, which says, former 11th overall pick entering age 24 season and year 3 in the NFL, which, by the way, is a common breakout year for young wide receivers in the NFL. He was Fantasy's number 23 wide receiver in 2022. He was the wide receiver 24 last year, and he's potentially primed for liftoff under new offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak. Again, check out episode 5 for more details on what Clint Kubiak has done for his wide receivers, and you'll know exactly why I'm all about Chris Olave in 2024 fantasy football. All right, we are officially back on the clock in the third round. That makes this pick number 30, which we were talking about with Derrick Henry. Now, Derrick Henry's gone. He's off the board. He went 25 overall. In fact, after I chose Chris Olave, if you're listening on podcast, not on YouTube, the picks after I took Chris Olave went Brandon Ayuk, Travis Etienne, Sam Laporta, Josh Allen, and Devon Achane to round out round 2. And then to start round 3, we went Derrick Henry, Travis Kelce, Nico Collins, Mike Evans, Josh Jacobs, and we're back on the clock with pick number 30. Now, here are the options. We could go quarterback, which best available would be Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, etc. Candidly, this is much, much too early for me to even consider a quarterback, especially knowing after doing 200-plus drafts that I can get an MVP caliber talent like Joe Burrow, Dak Prescott, Kyler Murray, Jordan Love. I can get those guys usually around pick 7th, 8th, 9th round. So, as you can see here in Basement Brood Fantasy Football's draft guide, quarterback's not even on our radar until about pick 49, and this is pick 30. So quarterback, not an option, even though they're starting to be suggested here on Sleeper, which is sorted by their own ADP. We could also go tight end, and candidly, if Sam Laporta and Travis Kelce were on the board, they would at least catch my attention for a second, but both of those guys are off the board, and the next batch of tight ends, which is Mark Andrews, Trey McBride, Dalton Kincaid, that batch of tight ends, those are guys I won't consider until the 4th round or later. And again, looking at Basement Brood Fantasy Football's draft guide, Mark Andrews pops up at pick number 45 overall. We're not even thinking tight end. We're not thinking quarterback. Once again, this decision is going to come down to running back versus wide receiver.